Hey, what's up everybody? This is Like It's 1985, and today we are going to take a look at Transformers Age of Extinction Deluxe Class Dispensor. Now, this figure is based on a scene in actually the actual Dark of the Moon movie, where one of the pop dispensers turns into a robot. In particular, it's a Mountain Dew branded vending machine that dispenses soda cans, 12-ounce soda can pops. So this is based on a payload figure, I believe it's called, from one of the previous movie lines. The payload figure was an armored truck. In this case, it's a soda delivery truck. And you can see it has the look. It looks like a Mountain Dew-esque type of logo, but it's really it says Mood Whiplash. Again, homaging to the Mountain Dew Transformer that appeared in Dark of the Moon. So, size comparison, it's a rather small figure. Just let me bring in some current RID line figures. Strong arm. And you can see this other figure here there too as well. As they compare. So yeah. Pretty small. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the details here. It's got some nice sculpting on the side in terms of just these little panels here and panel lines. Nice diamond plating here on the side. Nice detailed wheels. There's back. Top of the truck. So let's go ahead and transform this figure into robot mode. So one thing you want to do, you can start off with the top section here. Should be able to unpeg this section from the back, and that will just be out there for now. Coming up to the front of the vehicle mode here, you actually want to kind of grab on right here and untab these sections here, like that. These will split apart here, become the legs. And then let's go ahead and take care of the feet here. Go ahead looking at it like this. And then these panels kind of fill in the foot area there. And these side panels, they kind of just skew to the side like this, I believe, just off to the side. You can rotate them how you please, but I think they're supposed to kind of go like this, just so they're not in their same orientation that they were in vehicle mode. Go ahead and rotate the waist 180. Go ahead and we want to take the top section of the truck here, separate it out. You can see it's got several different panels and joints. Nice sculpting detail on the interior here. Very, very nice. Hasbro didn't need to include that detail, but they did, which is cool. So we'll fold these up, and they kind of are like little wings that are attached to the torso. There's this little sliding mechanism here. I believe what we're going to do is slide this in and rotate up the torso like that. And then you come back here and bring forward the arms. You can see there's a slot and there's a peg. And these peg into the torso there. And then we want to go ahead and open up the arms, bring out the hand. It's on a ball joint. So you just bring it out and form the hand and the arm. I do have a problem with these coming unpegged from the torso. So just to do your best to get them pegged in as much as you can. They tend to fall out, on my figure at least. So here is Dispensor in robot mode. And you can see, looking great from the front, not so great from the side. This is due to the gimmick that was carried over from the payload figure. So yeah, got that. Let's go ahead and take a look at articulation first. Looking at the head, it appears to be just a basic swivel. You got the articulation here at the shoulders on a ball joint. and then swivel there, as well as a bend. And then, of course, I mentioned that the actual hands for my ball joints, they come on page so much, like that's annoying. Swivel at the waist, ball jointed hips, swivel at the hips or thigh, bend at the knee, and there is your articulation for Dispensor. Figure is pretty loose. Definitely could use some tightening up on the hips there. It's a little bit hard to stand, but I really like the fact that they took the idea of the Mountain Dew machine turning into a transformer and made a figure out of it. So the gimmick here is you push forward on this bar assembly. You can see at the front here, you push forward, push it all the way out. You can see it's got some grabbers, so it can grab onto some Autobots or anybody that doesn't drink Mountain Dew. Yes, I can do that all day long. And you can see it kind of gets stuck there, so you can have it halfway in the torso. Because it's using the friction of these bits here that are grabbing onto the plastic. If you don't like that look, you just squeeze them in and it goes back like that. I prefer it out just a little bit because it kind of makes this obnoxious bar not look so bad. He still has a bar coming through his torso, but you know, it's I kind of prefer it like that. And it kind of helps him balance out a little bit, I think. Yeah. So here is Dispensor's unique weapon accessory. It's unique to this particular figure. It did not come with the previous release, but this is like the cannon that shoots like 12-ounce canisters of pop, which I guess kind of turn into like missiles in his when he turns into a transformer. So what you can do on either arm, you can rotate in the hand. And there's a peg here on the side, and you just peg in that weapon to the side. Now I wish he came with two. It would be really nice to have two. There's no reason they couldn't do it other than they were trying to save on cost, but really it would look awesome with two. So yeah, that's I gotta mark them down for that, really, because there's no way to store this in vehicle mode, so there's no reason to not include a second one. Just throw it in there, and oh, that would be awesome to have a dual wielding pop dispensing cannon. That would have been just another mark up in my book, but unfortunately it's going to be a mark against this figure because apparently Hasbro or Takara, whoever, kind of cheaped out on it and just only included one. It would look so much better with two, but as it is, I like the fact that this is a unique weapon, unique to this character, so that's really cool. Size comparisons. I just happen to have RID Drift here as a comparison, so they match it pretty well. Both, of course, deluxe figures. But yeah, really loving the idea of this figure. Now, just one more size comparison. Just in case you don't have one of those figures, here is a 2-liter of Mountain Dew. Yep. So yeah, there you go. Size comparison with a 2-liter bottle of Mountain Dew. So there you go. So yeah, pretty cool figure. It's pretty pricey. It's twice the amount of deluxe. I paid $30 for it. Free shipping. It might have been $34, but it was free shipping, so twice the cost of a normal deluxe figure. But it's kind of a unique figure, so I'm happy to add it to my collection. Again, I'm not fond of this bar gimmick, but that's not really its fault. It's fault of the mold. The mold gimmick carried over from the previous figure. I don't mind these so much. I kind of like them. It's definitely kibble, but it's the kind of kibble that I don't mind. I think it kind of gives an air of awesomeness to it, to have these little, almost like winglets or wings hanging off of the shoulders. Yeah, I can definitely see why people would think it's kibble, but it's kibble that works out for me, that I end up liking, so it's not a big deal for me, but I can definitely see how it might affect some people. And of course, the the gimmick there. But overall, I'm happy to have the figure, and definitely pleased to add this to my collection there. So cool. All right, well, thanks for watching. This has been my review of the Transformers Age of Extinction Deluxe Class Dispensor.